Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we will be discussing about the poem The Dolphins, which is a part of ICSE Class 11 syllabus, in which we will study in details about the theme, the message, the central idea, the stanza-wise summary of the poem, and the poetic devices used. For your convenience, children, I've added timestamps in the description so that if you wish to watch any segment again, you can just click on that particular timestamp to go through it. So, let's get started. First, let us begin by learning a little bit about the poet. Carol Ann Duffy is the first Scottish-Irish female poetess. She is one of the most significant names in contemporary British poetry. Her work is enjoyed by both critics and academicians alike. The themes of her poems focus generally on life, gender issues, contemporary culture, oppression, and controversial language. She is both serious and humorous, often writing in a mischievous, playful style. She plays with words as she explores the way in which meaning and reality are constructed through language. Moving on to the theme, The Dolphins, a poem by Carol Ann Duffy, is a dramatic monologue voiced by a dolphin. It revolves around the themes of exploitation, displacement, alienation, and the need for ecological conservation. It presents a very disturbing picture of what unregulated power is capable of doing to the lives of others. It provides us a perspective of the ones who are oppressed and thoroughly blames human beings for their love for power and their dominance over others. The poem takes us into the world of the dolphins, an endangered species, and asks us to look at the world from their perspective. Let us now discuss about the message of the poem. The poem shows how dolphins and other animals are suffering in the hands of man. It conveys the poetess's message against human cruelty towards animals. On a metaphoric level, the poetess also wants to indicate the troubles of humans who think they are caught in the confines of this world. We are asked to understand how the imprisonment by humans affect animals. Then comes the central idea of the poem. The poem, The Dolphins, written by Carol Ann Duffy, revolves around the depressing state of the dolphins that are devoid of hope and freedom and are confined within the barricades of a man-made environment. The poem is written with the purpose of telling us that although dolphins are considered to be man's friends, yet man is dominating these dolphins, controlling them and restricting their freedom. At that moment, the dolphins feel cheated, just like when our dear friends betray us and control what we do. Obviously, we feel cheated at that moment. In this poem, the dolphin expresses in a very depressing tone that there is no hope left for its survival. It is certain that it will have a bleak future and ultimately die. Let us now begin with a stanza-wise summary of the poem. Stanza 1. World is what you swim in or dance. It is simple. We are in our element, but we are not free. Outside this world, you cannot breathe for long. The other has my shape. The other's movement forms my thoughts and also mine. There is a man and there are hopes. There is a constant flowing guilt. In the first stanza, the poem begins with the plight of an innocent dolphin voicing its concern for all those who are in confinement. We see the world as a blessing, as a place to swim, dance, and live freely. But what is presented by the poetess in this poem is truly revolting and contrasting. The dolphin recollects the scattered dregs of oceanic freedom and beauty and mourns its present state in a shallow aquarium. The word element in this stanza refers to the water in the aquarium, which, though the same in content, lacks the richness and depth. The other in the poem refers to its counterparts in the same aquarium. The movement of the other dolphins in the aquarium motivates this dolphin to form its thoughts. The reference to man and the hoops meant for the dolphins to jump through are suggestive of an apathetic human control over the helpless creatures which have, ironically, natural affinity with humans. The flowing guilt is a metaphor for the water pumped through the pool and points out to its unnatural system. Man should definitely be guilty of his cruelty. Stanza 2. We have found no truth in these waters, no explanations tremble on our flesh. We were blessed, and now we are not blessed. After traveling such space for days, we began to translate. It was the same space. It is the same space always, and above it is the man. This shallow confinement of the aquarium offers no truth and satisfaction to its beings. Now, no sensation trembles on the flesh of the dolphin. This portrays how much they are devoid of the reality. A dolphin, which is known to receive a lot of information through its skin with a highly developed sonar radiation, is now unable to make sense even of its own existence. It recalls its lost blessed golden days of the past in the ocean and realizes that now they are no more blessed. The dolphin has taken a lot of time to adjust and translate the truth of its new environment because it was too used to the expanse of the free ocean where it lived before being captured and put into an aquarium. It will remain in the same space with man as the controller above it all the time. Stanza 3. And now we are no longer blessed, for the world will not deepen to dream in. The other knows, and out of love reflects me for myself. We see our silver skin flash by like memory of somewhere else. There is a colored ball we have to balance till the man has disappeared. The third stanza brings out the fact that their species is no longer blessed, and this world which they inhabit now is not vast and rich as before. The collective voice indicated by the use of the word we makes it clear that the speaker, the dolphin, is a representative figure of the entire species. It indicates the everlasting search for truth, the search for freedom. The dolphin feels that the world has become too shallow to dream in. The mutual understanding between the dolphins in the aquarium is also stressed when it says, "The other knows, and out of love reflects me for myself." This is suggestive of a sense of unity and respect for the feelings of others as well as the respect for independence on the part of the dolphins. The sense of the former's freedom is recalled when it sees its silver skin flash by like memory. The memory of the former times when it was in the far-stretching waters of the ocean haunts it. It fondly remembers how the natural sunlight reflected on its skin. Here, in this artificial world created in the aquarium, they have to balance a colored ball which acts as a replacement of the sun in the presence of man. This sense refers to the control of human beings over innocent creatures without any sympathy for them. Let us now discuss the last stanza. The moon has disappeared. We circle well-worn grooves of water on a single note. Music of loss forever from the other's heart, which turns my own to stone. There is a plastic toy. There is no hope. We sink to the limits of the spool until the whistle blows. There is a man, and our mind knows we will die here. The concluding stanza of the poem is full of pathos and is bleak. In the natural world, the moon appears to be beautiful. This real moon has disappeared in the aquarium. The very beauty is replaced by a plastic toy in a man-made aquarium. They whirl in the same monotonous whistle every day, and their music of life is lost forever in this man-made confinement. There is no variety and no real music. This has rendered the speaker dolphin's heart to stone. The dolphins are aware of their doom and are rendered hopeless. They are sure of their demise in this desolate pool of water with dreams crushed to its very roots. Man will always control them and fulfill his greed. The poetess makes a plea for all trapped animals and their hopes for freedom. The voice of the dolphin reminds us of the voice of the creatures who are isolated for various reasons. Coming to the literary devices used in the poem, first we have metaphor, which is a comparison of one thing with another in respect to some quality or characteristic. Example, constant flowing guilt, which is used as a metaphor for the water pumped through the tank. No truth in these waters, used as a metaphor for the confined pool which lacks the interest of the open sea. The second device that we are going to discuss about is simile, which means one thing compared to another by using words or phrases like or as, then the word in between, and then again as. Example, we see our silver skin flash by like memory of somewhere else. The third device is assonance. Assonance means the repetition of identical or similar vowels in a sequence of nearby words. Example, world is what you swim in or dance. It is simple. Here we have the application of the short I used in the words like is, swim, in, it, and simple. To translate, it was the same space. It is. Here we have the usage of the long A used in words like translate, same, space. The last device discussed is Caesura, which is a decisive pause in a single line of the poem. This device has been used by the poetess to create stress and importance of the situation. Example, the other has my shape. The other's movement forms my thoughts and also mine. Here you will find pauses in between the sentences. The second example of Caesura in the poem, the moon has disappeared. We circle well-worn grooves of water on a single note. With this, we come to the end of today's video. Children, some of you have requested for notes and questions and answers related to the chapters that I explain in my channel. You'll be glad to know that I have begun with my online English coaching classes, and anyone who wishes to get detailed notes of the chapters and poems is welcome to join. The details of my online classes are given in the description. Thanks for watching.